Supercars are like the pro athletes of cars, and many pro athletes own supercars. They're fast, they're powerful, and they cost a small fortune. Some go as high as several $1,000,000 a piece, but what about your entry-level supercars? I dug in and I researched just that, the 5 most affordable supercars, on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. First, like, subscribe, share the channel, and hell, feel free to join the channel for exclusives and to see all the videos and shorts before everybody else. Now, I used to live in one of the beach cities of Los Angeles, and it was one of those cities that like half of it was really nice and the other half was a little bit wrong side of the tracks, if that makes sense. Now, about 3 blocks away from my house was one of those neighborhoods. Now, the worst house on that block had peeling paint, one boarded up window, and wildly overgrown grass. And parked out front was a brand new Chevy Corvette Z06 Stingray, late model. They sell those for they start at 70 grand. Now, I got money for the car, but can't pay a gardener. Made no sense to me. All right, let's get into it. First, the things we all need to know. A supercar is a high-performance exotic sports car designed to push the limits of speed, handling, and design. These vehicles are typically engineered with advanced materials, cutting-edge technology, and powerful engines, often producing 500-plus horsepower and reaching 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Supercars are not just fast, they're also rare, expensive, and visually striking, often boasting low-slung bodies, aerodynamic curves, and bold styling. Traditionally, brands like Ferrari, Lamborghini, and McLaren have defined the category, but modern American and Japanese automakers like Chevy and Nissan also contribute. Supercars are street legal, but track capable, blending luxury with motorsport DNA. While performance is key, exclusivity and design are equally important. A supercar just isn't about numbers, it's about making a statement. A little bit of a weird fact, many supercars sit so low to the ground they can't clear a speed bump without a built-in nose lift system specifically made for speed bumps. Everybody got that? Good. Weird thing number 5, the McLaren MP4 12C, 2011 to 2014. Now, this car marked McLaren's bold return to road car manufacturing since the legendary F1. This mid-engine supercar featured a twin-turbocharged 3.8-liter V8, dubbed the M838T, producing 592 horsepower, later upgraded to 616 horsepower, paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. It could sprint from 0 to 60 in just 3.1 seconds and reach a top speed of 207 miles an hour. The MP4 12C was built around a carbon fiber monocell chassis, offering extreme rigidity and lightness. Innovative features included the proactive chassis control system, which replaced traditional anti-roll bars with hydraulically linked dampers, allowing precise handling without sacrificing comfort. Approximately 3,400 coupes and 1,400 spiders were built, with pricing starting at around $231,000 when new. However, depreciation happens fast with supercars, and it has made it one of the most accessible McLarens on the used market today, with some examples well under $100,000, while still delivering elite-level performance. Now, compared to rivals like the Ferrari 458 Italia and Lamborghini Gallardo, the MP4 12C offered more understated styling but superior technology and track capability. It was a tech-focused car for serious drivers. Weird fact about it, early models didn't have the conventional door handles. The doors opened via a touch-sensitive pad hidden in the door seam, which confused many new owners at gas stations. Imagine going to gas up your car for the first time and you have no clue how to get back in. Weird thing number 4. The Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 2020 to 2022. This stands as the most powerful street-legal Mustang ever produced. At its heart lays a hand-built 5.2-liter supercharged V8 engine, aptly named the Predator, delivering a staggering 760 horsepower and 625 foot-pounds of torque. This power is channeled through a 7-speed Tremec dual-clutch transmission, enabling the GT500 to sprint from 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds. Now, production numbers for the GT500 during this period are noteworthy. In 2020, Ford produced 5,350 units, followed by 5,100 in 2021 and 3,250 in 2022, totaling 13,700 vehicles over the 3-year span. The base price starts at around $74,095 in 2020, escalating to approximately $80,795 by 2022, depending on options and packages selected. Now, when compared to competitors like the Chevy Camaro ZL1 or Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, the GT500 holds its ground with superior track capabilities and advanced aerodynamics. Its carbon fiber track pack, featuring 20-inch carbon fiber wheels and aerodynamic enhancements, further cements its performance credentials. Now, weird fact about the GT500, the hood boasts the largest vent ever fitted to a production Ford, covering 6 square feet. This massive vent aids in cooling the engine during high-performance driving and includes a removable rain tray for everyday use. The 2020 to 2022 Shelby GT500 is not just a muscle car, it is a testament to Ford's engineering prowess and blending raw power with modern technology. Weird thing number 3, the Nissan GT-R R35. 2007 in Japan, 2009 in the US through 2018. Now, this car marked a revolutionary leap in the GT-R name, nicknamed Godzilla. It was Nissan's answer to European supercars, and it delivered. Powered by a hand-assembled 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine, the R35 made between 478 and 600 horsepower, depending on the model year and trim. It could rocket from 0 to 60 in just 2.9 to 3.5 seconds, rivaling Ferraris and Lamborghinis at nearly half the price. Now, when launched in the US, the GT-R had a base price of about $70,000. By 2018, it had climbed to over $110,000, but even at that price, remained a performance bargain. Approximately 36,000 units were sold in the US during its 2009 to 2018 run. Compared to the competition, the R35 stood out for its raw power, intelligent all-wheel drive system, and aggressive, tech-focused design. It may not have had the visual drama of a Ferrari 458 or the theater of a Lamborghini Gallardo, but it often beat them on the track. Now, weird fact about it, every GT-R engine was built by just one of 4 master craftsmen in a climate-controlled clean room, and their names were even stamped on a plate atop the engine. Weird thing number 2, the Audi R8 V8, 2008 to 2012. This marked Audi's bold entry into the supercar segment, blending exotic looks with German engineering. It was powered by a naturally aspirated 4.2-liter V8 derived from the RS4, producing 420 horsepower and paired with either a gated 6-speed manual or Audi's R-Tronic automated gearbox. The R8 could sprint from 0 to 60 in about 4.2 seconds and reach a top speed of 187 miles per hour, all while offering surprising daily drivability. Built alongside the Lamborghini Gallardo in Neckarsulm, Germany, the R8 shared much of its chassis and engineering DNA with its Italian cousin, though with a more subdued Audi flavor. Roughly 29,000 V8 models were produced globally during its run, and when new, it carried a base price of about $110,000. In comparison to competitors like the Porsche 911 Carrera S or Aston Martin V8 Vantage, the R8 offered all-wheel drive, more modern design, and mid-engine balance. It also stood out for its everyday usability, rare among supercars. Typically, unless you're going to the track, you left it in the garage. Weird fact about it, the side blades behind the doors, which became a signature design feature, were originally intended to house large air intakes, but were reworked more for styling. This is where function met fashion in a classic Audi style. And finally, weird thing number 1, the Chevrolet Corvette Z08 Stingray, produced in 2020. This marked a historic departure for America's iconic sports car by moving its mid-engine layout for the first time in history. Powered by a 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine producing 490 horsepower, 495 with performance exhaust, it launches from 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds. I did not stutter, 2.9. Supercar territory at a fraction of the cost. With a base price that starts around $68,000, the C8 delivers staggering value. The C8's design and engineering were so radically different that it required a new manufacturing setup at the Bowling Green, Kentucky plant. Production numbers have exceeded 100,000 units since 2020, despite early pandemic delays. Its dual-clutch transmission, exotic styling, and driver-focused cockpit drew comparisons to European competitors like Porsche 911 and the Audi R8, but with a uniquely American personality. Compared to the competition, the C8 is often praised for its performance-to-dollar ratio. Spacious cargo area, surprisingly large for a mid-engine car, and approachability on both road and track. Weird fact about it, due to the C8's front trunk, some people call it a frunk, GM had to issue a recall because some owners accidentally trapped themselves inside. It had an interior emergency release lever that sometimes quit working when the car was off. Well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you liked it. Do me a favor, watch more of my videos. And you can even join the channel if you feel like it, get some exclusives, watch all the videos and shorts before everybody else does. I would greatly appreciate it. Take care, have yourself a great day.